It seems like all of a sudden everybody's talking about eating ass. Technically, dictionaries refer to this as analingus. A doctor I spoke to called it anal oral, and casually we can call it rimming or even tossing salad. But regardless of the terminology, the act is definitely trending. How did we get here and where are we going? My name is Hillary and I have questions. I started with my colleague Matt.
We're here with Matt Stapera, author of Dear Straight People, We Ate Ass First. Tell me where that came from.
It all started with Kaya. You know, my neck, my back, my pussy, my crack.
Sure.
Fine. Kaya, iconic song. Then Nicki Minaj, she's singing about eating ass here, getting her ass eaten, and I'm like, fine, because it's on a great Nicki verse. We love that. But then it happened on Girls. Allison Williams, you know, Brian Williams' goddamn daughter had her ass eaten on Girls. And that's when I said, enough is enough, and I had to get my thoughts, and I had to write this manifesto.
The same cultural moment that allowed Matt to write his manifesto also opened the door for me to have many candid conversations about eating ass. So I started at the beginning.
What is analingus?
Analingus is oral sex, but for the butt. It's pleasuring the anus with the tongue and the lips.
The butthole is 2 inches away from all the other stuff.
It's not like these muscles are separate from these muscles. So pleasure here makes these contract, and pleasure here makes these contract. And our nervous system innervates erogenous tissue all over. It's not just sex up here, butt stuff's a no. Like, it's all good.
It is all good and it is all connected is what you're saying.
Yes.
I kind of feel like any dude that hasn't like investigated his own butthole at this point, 2015, is kind of like missing the boat.
There are untapped resources in the male butthole, like in the nerve endings in the butt and also the prostate.
Why would anyone do it if it didn't feel good?
Tell me about it.
Oh, you've never been
I've never been rimmed.
And since I'm a rim virgin, there's a lot to learn. How do you prepare? I sat down with Curly to find out.
First step, washing.
First step, washing. Yes, definitely. You definitely have to wash. You gotta make sure you're nice and clean.
A lot of people don't know how to wash their butts.
Let's talk about the proper way to wash a butt.
If you know that rimming might be on the menu, be thorough. Make sure there's nothing that you're missing. Soap up your hands, get in between your cheeks, and rub your anus. Like, really rub it. Soap shouldn't really get in your body, but you can even get a little bit just inside, just so you can make sure that there's no residue for your partner when they're licking you. Totally wash your butt. And crack too, up to your tailbone. Everything. This is important.
Yeah.
It's important stuff.
My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Hit it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so good at this already.
you.
I don't know who's ready to go for it without a shower. That person's real brave.
Well, I spoke to a gynecologist earlier about this, and she said that's actually not a good idea medically because fecal matter in the mouth can lead to some pretty gross stuff like E. coli and
Of course.
GI situations.
Shower.
If you're a hairier male,
Would you identify as a hairy male?
I identify as a hairy male. Yeah,
Great.
definitely. Yeah, don't be afraid to get in there with like a, be careful, but get in there with like a hair trimmer and trim it up a little bit. Don't use scissors.
What setting would you recommend?
I generally go with a setting of 4.
A 4 is good for butthole trimming.
Okay, so you get your ass ready, then what?
Even though you might think of rimming as just tongue on butthole, this is my stunt butt. Hello, nice to meet you. Hi. You want to think about where the sensation can be. It can be right in the middle. It can be around the circle because there's a muscle right under there. It gets really tight sometimes just from being in traffic, stress at work, and rimming can be a way to relax it. So licking all the way around.
Start with the head, go down to the shaft, go down to the balls, and then,
Oh, so it's part of a blowjob, is what you're saying.
You basically can do it however you want. Some people don't like getting kissed after, so it may be more of an ending activity. But I've never heard of somebody creating a rimming date where it's just like, hi, hello, kiss, kiss, rim, rim, the end.
Is it like vaginal oral in that it's tongue and fingers all at once?
I don't think so. No, I don't think that that's a technique that works too well with the butthole. You kind of just tongue.
What does it taste like?
Oh, I don't know. That's so funny. I should have thought of it before. It tastes like nothing. It smells like, like a body part. It smells like
Like a dick?
No, No, yeah, that whole area smells like balls.
Well, that doesn't sound super appealing, so why are people doing this?
It can give you a chill. It can actually make your entire body
The whole
spasm. It can tickle. It can really wake up your whole body. It's something that hits the nervous system in a way that is different than anything else.
Feels great. Feels fantastic.
And it's fun. Like, it's just like a fun activity.
So would you recommend?
Yeah, like if you're fooling around with someone, why not do all the things?
Give a rim job or two, and then after that, maybe it becomes part of your like normal routine.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. It's a fun trick to have up your sleeve once in a while, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the buffet of life, it can be chosen.
So basically, people are eating ass because it feels good, and that's reason enough to dive in. Bottoms up.